I also I have this PDF presentation with you. This is a lipoma near the right elbow, and I told you this is a picture of a 8-year-old male child with a lipoma in the gluteal region. I think you can write about the rest of them. We will not discuss the differential diagnosis immediately. We will, after we have done 2 or 3 more cases, and then you will be in a position to write about the differential diagnosis of these conditions. Okay, right. So let us start with this case now. So lipomas have been completed, and now you have this patient with you for a case discussion. Can you see the screen, everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To start with, this case that you see on your screens now is a very commonly given case like a lipoma called as a sebaceous cyst. It sometimes does come as a short note also in your exams. Okay. Now, what will be the description of this? So, as I've said, the history points have been complete. This is a 28-year-old gentleman. I say not male, but a gentleman who presented with a slowly progressive swelling in the mm, right scapular region, or you may say near the right shoulder. The swelling is painless, gradually increased in size to reach the present size over 5 years. There has been one episode of a creamy colored discharge from the swelling. So this is the swelling in front of you. This is the history. Please tell me when you have completed writing.
Completed, sir.
Completed? Very good. Now, I think all of you have seen the swelling, you have completed writing. So let us go to this. Inspection. The site is the right scapular region. Size is approximately, say, 2 centimeter by 5 centimeter. Shape thereafter will not be globular, it will be an ellipse. If you feel that no, sir, this is the same dimensions as x and y, you can say this will become thereafter a globular. Okay. The surface of the swelling is smooth, scars no, sinuses no. Skin, however, if you see the picture in front of you, there is a peculiarity that you notice in the skin. I think you can see this very well. Number one, this is in which part of the body? This is in hair bearing area of the body. Number two, you can see an important point. What is this important point, sir? Punctum. Can you see that? Hello? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So please remember this picture. That skin contains hair or hairy area of the body, and there is a presence of a punctum. Surroundings are normal. No other important or any other important swellings around the site. So this is what we find on inspection. Punctum is an important observation, which I think needs to be colored by a yellow color. When you talk about the rest of the area, temperature was not elevated. Tenderness is not present. Consistency is soft. Compressibility, no. Reducibility, no. Cuff impulse, no. fluctuation, yes. Transillumination, no. Mobility fixity, mobility to the or fixity to the skin, yes. Underlying muscle, so right scapular region will be the trapezius, no. Lymph nodes in the axilla, no. Nerve, vein, artery are no signs of any compression. Finally, when I talk of the joint, the right shoulder, no problems or normal. Okay, so please complete writing and then we'll proceed.
Sir, compressibility and fluctuation are different.
Sir, we'll come to those points. We'll come to those points. As we go by with swellings, we'll come to these points, sir. Please tell me when you have completed writing. Okay, right. So this is a very typical case. So hence, please do not make any mistakes in writing around this case. So these are typical ones. So please keep in mind that these points are important. Special test, the only thing is that when I tried to elicit the slip sign to differentiate, I found there was indentation. Percussion not required, auscultation not required. Okay. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Good. Yes, sir. Now let us come to the questions of the set, and definitely I will be talking about fluctuation, don't worry. Okay, so first of all, the first question.
The picture once more.
You have the picture in your PDF. Do you have the PDF with you?
Yes, sir. Actually, you marked it. That's why I was about to take a
please take a screenshot. Please take a screenshot. Thank you. Chalo. Now we start with the first one. What is your diagnosis? Straightforward answer. 28-year-old gentleman with a sebaceous cyst. Bus. No more frills and this. Okay. Next is, why did you say this is a sebaceous cyst? Okay. Now, why did you say this is a sebaceous cyst? Now, or to start with, questions can be, what is a sebaceous cyst? So this question can be answered in two ways. Or why did you say this is a sebaceous cyst? Now, what is a sebaceous cyst? Straightforward question. Sebaceous cyst is defined as a retention cyst that contains keratin and its breakdown products surrounded by a epithelial wall. So if you are given a theory short note, this is the definition. Okay. Hello. Have you completed, sir?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now come to the question, why is it a sebaceous cyst? Cite any hairy part of the body example, scalp, face, chest, scrotum, It is a cutaneous swelling. How could you know it is a cutaneous swelling? Because skin cannot be pinched off. Unlike that of a lipoma, it is freely mobile. Okay. Third point, it is globular or ellipsoid in shape. Presence of punctum and finally indentation present. So kindly tell me when you have completed writing. So let me mark the points for all of you so that it will be easier for you to write then again. Why is it a sebaceous cyst? Site. It is a cutaneous swelling. There is a globular shape. Punctum is present. Indentation is present. Please remember, punctum is present in only 40% of sebaceous cysts. That does not mean that other swellings that look like this are not sebaceous cysts. There are other findings also. So please remember that sebaceous cyst site, cutaneous swelling, globular, punctum is present and indentation is present. Okay? So please tell me when you have completed writing.
Done, sir.
Done? Good. Now, a little more advanced level question. If you have said up till this, believe me, majority of you will pass by this time. Examiner should be happy by this description and you should have passed by this time. Because these are the always standard questions in an exams like this. Just a second, please. Yes. Now, so this is all about this one. Now let us come to the next lot of questions. The next lot of questions is, how does a sebaceous cyst form? Answer. How does a sebaceous cyst form? Sir, this is a sebaceous cyst is formed in a pilosebaceous unit. What is a pilosebaceous unit? Something that you get to see on every Sunday newspaper. The shampoo ads, okay, the takle ke ganje mein ekdam hair growing ads and those things, shampoos with these things. Now, what is this thing is? This gland-like material. What is this gland-like material? What is this containing? The yellow colored thing. What is the content that I have tried to make? Is sebum. Very good. So this is a sebum. And this material by ... includes something called as a keratin. So this ... material is keratin. This is the hair. So in a sebaceous cyst, what happens is there is a keratin plug, also called as the punctum, which blocks a pilosebaceous unit. When there is a punctum that blocks a pilosebaceous unit, as you can imagine, if there is a punctum that blocks the pilosebaceous unit, there will be a cyst formation. The cyst will now contain two ingredients. One, it will contain some amount of the sebum. The yellow colored material is the sebum. And it will also contain some amount of keratin. Okay. So it will also contain some amount of keratin. So the content will be the sebum and keratin together. So this is all the picture that you have to remember for writing in an exam. Okay, chalo. So it contains sebum and keratin. This is how a sebaceous cyst is formed. Okay. Have I made you understand this point, sir?
Yes, sir.
So this is done. Now, if you go to this next question, so the next group of questions are, this is another case exactly the same. So the next lot of questions in this for you guys is, what is a epidermoid cyst? Now this is bit advanced question. And what is a pilar cyst? Now majority of MBBS students are not asked this. So these are 60% more marks or more. Epidermoid cysts are those which, remember, are a type of a sebaceous cyst which arise from dermal appendages. That means the normal type of sebaceous cysts that you get to see are also called as an epidermoid cyst. If you are in dermatology, to call this to be an epidermoid cyst. A pilar cyst is, as I've said, very advanced knowledge, is a true sebaceous cyst. And in a pilar cyst, what happens is, remember I told you in that picture, this is the gland area. Now imagine a situation where the block is not in the keratin, but the block is due to the sebum producing gland. Then that kind of a cyst that forms is purely, remember, a sebum containing cyst, and the rest of the skin, etc., will just be in this.
স্যার কিছু শোনা যাচ্ছে না।
So you're not audible.
শোনা যাচ্ছে না।
Recording stopped.